Alright, men. How not to dig a root cellar. A cautionary tale of the futility of the plans of men, the arrogance of youth, and the hubris that goes with big dreams. How not to dig a root cellar. A cautionary tale. Stand by for rueful head shaking. Cue the sad music. So epic fail. I dug a lot of this by hand. I've got some videos on. I'm probably going to delete them all though because I don't want anyone doing what I've done. But I might leave them up for a little while just for instructional purposes' sake. We dug a lot of this by hand and we finished it off with a bobcat. Couple of problems. The first was there was no drainage. You can't see from where we're at, but there's still a real large berm in between us and going down the hill. So water couldn't drain out. I didn't think it would be a big problem because I was going to get it covered up and then the water wouldn't get in. This wonderful Georgia red clay was going to be watertight and I wouldn't have to worry about it. Well, then I had another problem. I cut down far enough to where there was seepage. And so water wouldn't be coming in from the top, it'd be coming in from the side. And then also, another problem was that some of the seepage was coming in from the septic tank. I'm about 20 feet away. I thought I was far enough. I was not. So this ended up being an epic fail. About a wasted year and probably $500. This is why we don't do how-to videos here. But anyway, I thought I'd show it to you. A root cellar would be a wonderful thing. We're still going to try to get one. But obviously we can't do it this way. So we got to fill this hole back in and start over. Alright, so we dreamed big and we failed big. I don't know, there's worse things, I guess. The lessons learned: when you're trying to accomplish 19th century goals, sometimes 21st century technology can get you in trouble. Trying to build this root cellar, I was thinking about a 18th century root cellar, but I was using 21st century techniques. You know, I had a bobcat and a backhoe, and I wasn't worried about drainage. You know, that's all modern. Those are all issues we can solve very easily in the modern world. But if you're trying to do something the old way, I mean, you really need to stick with the old techniques, right? I mean, our forefathers weren't stupid. They did things for a reason because things worked that way. Looking back on it now, it seems obvious, right? Why did I think this would work? But at the time, it made total sense, and all the people I ran it past seemed to think it made total sense. There was one guy I talked to who told me I was going to have a drainage issue, and I should have listened to him. Old country boy, old mason, block mason's done a lot of work. Just kind of a useful guy who really knows what's up. I should have paid attention, but I didn't. And you know what? Ultimately, lesson learned. It's like I said, not that big a deal. We aimed high and we missed. That's all. So we're going to move it around the other side of the house and start over on the upside of the hill, so there'll be drainage. It won't be exactly what I want, but then what in life ever is, right? So there you go. If you want a root cellar, make sure you got drainage. Thanks, guys.